Hello folks, welcome to My Guitars the Mini-Series Part 2. Today we're going to look at my 2019 guitars. So I have 4 more guitars for you. Unlike the 2018s, I haven't had a lot of time to fall out of love with any of these guitars, and so all 4 guitars on today's video I'm still very happy with. We're going to start with my 335. I never saw myself playing one of these, but I love Bill Nelson, and he always plays, 335s, 345s, guitars like that. And I always loved the sound that he got. However, this is a standard, and so dirty tones are a little more difficult, but clean tones are lovely. And my go-to position is middle position, both. I just love the sound of it. It's so clean. Let's go neck. Back to bridge. Now this particular guitar was made for me. They didn't have one in stock, and I've always, well, not always, but I tend to have a bit better luck when they make them rather than have them sitting around in stock in the factory. Middle. And neck. So, dirty tones are a little bit harder on this, but all in all, this was pretty much playable with a couple of small adjustments right out of the box. Now, I've had guitars where the incidence is almost bang on, ones where it's almost impossible to get it set up right. With this guitar, the only issue is some of the binding is just a little bit like bumpy and rough. That's it. This is a beautiful sounding guitar, and when you're looking for that that sort of nice, smooth, clean tone, this is your guy, or gal, as the case may be. So that's number 1. Number 2, had good luck with this one as well, although this one was an in-stock instrument, and all they did was, redo the headstock so that they could put my name on it. The only thing that I find a little bit strange about this PRS, I mean, I love to play it. It's light. It sits comfortably. It's not top heavy. Is the pickup selector switch is like on an angle like this. It's really kind of odd. So there's good clean sound. It's middle and neck. And again, with any Chinese guitars, they're using the little mini pots, which are not very responsive. I wish they would put some good big pots in, but it is what it is, and for the price. So, nice sound, good bitey tone. Anything that's an issue with this guitar is merely cosmetic. That I can live with. You know, when you hold it up to light, you can see there's some paint drips on this side. On this side of the headstock where it rests, where they hang it up to paint it, there's black paint here. Obviously the paint on the hook had not dried and it ended up on this guitar. But you can also see that the matching is not 100%. Should be up about that much to actually match it nicely. So I don't know why they chose to do that. I do love this kind of thing. I don't know if you can see it. Really very watermelon looking. But this is probably my favorite guitar right now. Number 3 for today is Luggage. Now the thing with this guitar that I didn't mention on my tone test video was the through neck, which is just awesome, except for the fact that it's not a through neck. You can clearly see this weird angle where it's set, where it's been glued on, and it looks like there's a chunk of wood here that doesn't match the grain of the other chunk, so it looks like there's a third piece to connect it. But to get this guitar to not growl at you is a bit of a difficult task. Same to you, buddy. So as soon as you touch the tone, it's not too bad. It's better than some of them, but it's still not super responsive. But of course, and you know, the notes go forever on this thing. I think the short fret helps. It plays really long, plays really sharp. And I do love the sound of it. So apart from like the 100 things they got wrong on this guitar, it turned out to be a pretty fun little instrument and a nice tool for, you know, specific jobs. Now, I just don't know that this camera is capturing the true purpleness of this thing, of the beast. But beautiful sounding guitar, and I'm kind of torn between which one's my favorite, the green PRS or this one. Of course, this big strap, because this is such a heavy monster. I love the tones I'm getting out of this guitar. The one issue though is because of the, you know, the wider necks and whatnot on the Les Paul style, you can, if you're not careful, bend your high E string off the fretboard. So it's really great for rhythm and stuff. I mean, the leads sound great, but there are other guitars that seem to work better for me in that department. Here's the one issue with this guitar, apart from the fact that it's not doing a great job. There's your volume. And your tone is volume. So 2 volumes on this. It's twice now they put the wrong pots in the guitar. But I don't tend to adjust, just like open everything full up and then use my other equipment to adjust what I want to adjust. So apart from the fact that this is such a heavy guitar, it is a beautiful one to play, and it sounds really, really great. So in terms of my favorite guitars right now is probably number 1, the green PRS, number 2, the purple Beast, number 3, the black Beauty Telecaster, number 4, the Mayone Bitch, number 5, the 335 Silky. Number 6 would be the Strat, number 7 would be the Gold Les Paul. I'm not including the bass in any of it, and so the next part 3, may take a little while because those guitars haven't arrived yet. The only one of the next 4 that has arrived is the blue PRS, which has something really terribly wrong with it. But regardless of that, if I haven't fixed it, I'll show you everything that's wrong with it, and you can judge for yourself on what a dud that one seems to be at the moment. And when I